What's up, you guys, and welcome back to Talks to Tay with your favorite homegirl, D. Taylor Made. It is a Wind Down Wednesday episode, and as y'all see, we winding down on a Wednesday. Really, it's a Saturday for us, Wednesday for y'all, but nonetheless, we back, and we have a new guest in the building. This is a brand new face. Y'all have never seen her before. I know her, y'all don't, but y'all about to figure out who she is today. And I have my friend Bethany on. Woo! I don't have the soundboard yet, y'all, but here we go. But yeah. Y'all know who I am, so I'm not going to waste time giving my introduction. But Bethany, you can go ahead and introduce yourself. Let the audience know who you are and what you're bringing to the table.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. My name is Bethany, you guys, Bethany White. I am just so happy to be here. I'm just here with Talks with Tay, just to, talk about my pitch on Mind Over Matter, just talking about kind of our connection and our relationship and just kind of just how as Black women we are collabing and doing things for the community and just shedding love, spreading love, making a voice, doing the big stuff. So that's what I'm for.
For sure, y'all. Bethany is mad cool. And actually, that gets us into the first part of the episode. Bethany, how have you been? It's been almost a year since I think the last time we hung out and physically saw each other. But of course, we stayed connected since then. But what's up, girl? How has life been for you lately?
Ooh, oh. Yeah, like, and like, baby, when they said adulting is the ghettoest hood, it's Taylor, it's been I just want to say I'm just glad I'm here. They almost had me the first half, but we making it now. So it's just been trying to, just balance, like just trying to balance everything financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, just day to day. But I'm here, I'm here and blessed. So
and highly favored. Amen. Yeah. Glory be to God. No, for sure. I definitely feel that. Like, life really been life. And like something I was just talking to one of my friends about is just really learning and trying to maintain balance. Like, I feel like, I don't know, every other day it's like this whole theatric of me trying to tell myself, like, girl, you gotta get your life together. You need to get right. And I was just sitting here telling my mama too, like, I don't know, if it ain't the bills, you got to turn around and worry about. It's stuff like groceries. You got to worry about your job, your mental health. You got to make time for your friends and family. And it's just like, this is the day to day nonstop. And really, like, looking back, I really wish I would have waited. And growing up, like, I just wouldn't have rushed getting here because it ain't nothing exciting. Like, it's nothing grand and spectacular about being on your own other than it's expensive. And you get the option now to be like, nah, I ain't gonna do this today. Like, you ain't got somebody forcing you to do stuff, which honestly, I feel like it's the toughest part is really getting disciplined as an adult. So I feel you on that. Like really, she been doing her big win.
Okay, yeah.
And if y'all can't tell just by that little conversation right there, we seem to be pretty introspective people, which brings me to talking about how we met. Bethany, how do we get to know each other? Like, I was just telling her before we started this episode that I wanted to bring this up because I love highlighting those moments in life where, it's not like your common a friendship that you brought about. Oh yeah, like we went to school, we done known each other this long, cause she grew up down the street of my neighborhood. Like, nah, me and homegirl, literally, you guys know, A Baby, when we went, they had the IYS last year, A Summit, which was amazing. Shout out to the gang, shout out to them, major inspiration. Woo! I know y'all heard Bethany White, yeah. Be White, sister. Y'all know we had Big Dog on here, holding it down, representing. We actually met last year at A Summit, and literally, y'all, it was awesome. You trying to go out? I'm trying to go out. What's up? But yeah, I gave them a little spiel. But Bethany, what can you tell them about that a little bit, about our interaction, how we kind of hit it off and got into our friendship?
Yes. So yes, of course, B White times two. I'm the second B White, but he definitely brought us together because Taylor was over there helping him with his spiel, and I was there already for the weekend. And then of course we were both disgusted just trying to go out or do something that night. So we both just went, and of course he encouraged it. So he was like, "Y'all go ahead, have fun." And we had a ball. We went out for drinks, like we turned up. We had a good old time, and we really connected. Vibe, like we literally had conversations like in depth, like it wasn't dry or anything, like it was like immediate like connection. So ever since then we kept in touch, like Taylor said earlier, and I'm just so happy that again we came in path and contact because it's like we on the same type time wave, all that. So
big Gemini, big Leo energy in the room. Y'all already know, like, life of the party. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know I always shout the zodiac out every episode. So y'all know how it's going. But of course, I just wanted to get out that little spiel, let y'all know how we know each other. I always try to give y'all a little background on me and the guests that I have in, just so y'all know that this is your favorite homegirl. Like, we kicking it straight with the homies. It's all homegrown here. But of course, you know, we growing and we elevating, and we one day gonna get to having other and different people on. Right now, we celebrating the home team. So shout out to Bethany. Thank her so much for coming on and being on this episode. So, of course, as you guys have noticed, last couple of Wind Down Wednesdays, I've been trying to get a little jazzy, do it up, add in some different segments to Talk to Tay. And so we're finna introduce a whole other one to you guys. Today's segment is Trending Topics. So y'all know I do a lot of introspecting, a lot of conversations about growth, healing, becoming better, finding abundance in your life. But every now and then, you know what I'm saying? I like to get with the ratchets. I like to talk about what's going on social media, what the birds is chirping about, what the Instagramming about. And so today on this segment, what we're going to be talking about is a trending topic, and it'll be one of the topics that I've been seeing popping on my timeline. And I don't know about y'all, but my timeline been 50-50 down. Like, I think every 3 months now, the conversation about 50-50 and dating comes up. So Bethany, let's talk about it. Let's get into it for a little second.
Yes, girl. Yes, definitely been seeing that too. Just as far as the splitting tabs and splitting bills, and just I'm real sick of it. I ain't gonna lie. It's very tired. Like, you know, you see in the comments, this is tired. This is so I've been seeing that too. Yep.
Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of tired of seeing it, because I feel like everybody talk about growth and healing. Well, we all should be at the point where we just understand, date who you date for what you want to date for. Like, if you are somebody that don't mind going 50-50, get you a brother that's his thing. That's it. That's what he want to do. He cool with it. But if you're a woman and you don't want to go 50-50, don't go mess with Bob. And you know Bob a 50-50 type man. Go over there to gym, big gym that's trying to fund and pay the whole dream. Like, come on now. Or if you a dude, if you know you like to be the trick, you like to run the show, like, stop messing with Eliza that got her life together. That is like, you know what, you can't buy me. And I ain't gonna say can't buy me, like, you know, that's the whole reason why some women prefer to go 50-50. Some people just like having their own money, doing their own thing. So maybe you don't need to mess with Eliza. Go get you a Lucy.
Exactly.
Lucy want to sit in the house and be cute. Like, there go your mate right there. Like, I don't get it. I really don't understand why this is such a hard and difficult conversation, or why I keep coming up so much. Like, I don't know if people not happy at home for real. Like, let me know what's going on. But I don't know, Bethany, are you a 50-50 person, or you like, nah, like, I ain't touching the bill?
I think I for sure am definitely 50-50. I'm so simple. Like, I feel like, honestly, say, like, I think it's more so people are comparing other standards on social media. Like, they're comparing it with the rappers and the influencers and all this other stuff. But it's like, we have to be realistic. Like,
reality is
we are not touching the salary that they touching, unfortunately. But me personally, I am definitely 50-50. I'm perfectly fine with it. Like, I'm all for equal, like equality. Like, you do this, I do tit for tat reciprocation. Like, not tit for tat in a bad way, but you get what I'm saying. So
no, I get 100% what you're saying, because I'm a 50-50 person myself. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. I saw this post and it was like, as a woman who pay all the big girl bills by herself, I don't care about 50-50, 80-20, 70-30. Please just help. And baby, just help your girl out, because Bethany, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, the bills, was we talking earlier about life be life, and like, finances, money, like, I don't know what type of income they got or they expected. Me personally, a man can come through trying to pay the light bill and I'm gonna be grateful. Like, weekly gas, and I'm gonna be happy, because everything is eating me up. Like I said, It's paycheck to paycheck over here. I don't know about them, but anybody trying to come in here and make life a little bit easier, a little bit more affordable for your girl is welcome. Good company to me. But
no, for real. And we're here. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like the realistic people, they are in that. But like, the people who have these made up fantasies, I don't know. Tay. I don't know.
Girl, I don't get it. And then I have a homeboy, and he sometimes be like, oh, you know, women, y'all ain't gotta work that hard. Y'all got it easy. And I'm just like,
Says who?
In what world? In what world? Well, I can't say, I can see the sentiment behind the resources that are catered to women being able
Yeah.
to address as far as things like, government assistance and stuff like that. Like it is a little easier for a woman to go find a man that's going to pay for her to be able to get herself together. Whereas a man, he might have a couple struggle points to find a woman that's going to help him get his life together. Even though I feel like, per my own experience and just the people and things I've seen around me, it's more than enough women that's willing to help a man kind of put some stuff together and then whatnot, not get drugged through the mud. But I know some women that don't mind being helping hands, and they're great, spectacular women. Self-worth is not in question, but that's neither here nor there. But that's just like, girl, like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, dating is treacherous these days, and that's one of the reasons why. That is one of the reasons why. But yeah, I just wanted to jump in on that, try something new on the podcast. I think they might like that, they get to see a little bit more perspective, because I feel like some feedback I get is like, what you need to talk more about, a little bit more about life. Like, I love the content of talking more about life. Like, I do be talking about life, but y'all want me to get a little messy. Like, one of my little boo things hit me up and he's like, why you don't never talk about relationships? Because I'm always in a pending status. Like, I don't what y'all want me to come on here and say. I'm still trying to figure it out myself, but more content coming more on the way. But with that being said, getting into content, talking about it more. I have talked to Tay, but if you guys didn't hear, didn't notice, didn't peep, we mentioned mind over matter. And mind over matter, if you don't know about it, you about to find out about it, and you got to get on that wave. You gotta go support my girl. So Bethany, can you tell us about mind over matter and what that is?
Yeah, so Mind Over Matter is a Instagram page that I recently made regarding just mental health and just motivation. So it's a motivating factor that I really wanted to instill and enlighten people with, because I know that we lack motivation constantly, day to day. We see those quotes, we see those, like posts and everything that we resonate with. But I definitely wanted to do like videos and more verbal connections with words of the day and things like that, and correlating it to something that may connect to you, may not connect, but it's just basically to touch all of everybody. I just want to touch people. And it's not a publicity stunt. It's not like, y'all follow my page, y'all follow my page. It's like, if you see it, you see it. If you want to follow, you follow. And I do post it on my other handles. Like, I'll post the videos on Twitter, Facebook. And people really appreciate it, because it just shows somebody out there just like me and needs some type of motivation. She getting up and doing this for us. So yeah.
It's hard. That's tough. It's tough. It's real great that you do that. I admire it. I think it's amazing. Definitely helped me with my motivation as far as just the things that you're saying. And also from the perspective of being a content curator, I think it's very motivating when you see someone that is just like you doing the same things, getting up, getting at it. Like, so big shout outs to you. So do you want to tell us how Mind Over Matter came about? Like, we know it's all about motivation, but what inspired you? What made you want to bring this page about? Be like, you know what? Yeah, this is what I want to get to people.
Yeah, so it was literally random. It was, and that's the thing with me. I always have random ideas, thoughts, creativity things. So it was just random. And I think I just was in my bed or just in the house, and I was just thinking, like, I want to do something that could, I think I may have seen a video or something, and it just inspired me to actually pursue it. So I really just wanted to, I thought about it. I'm like, what can I do to connect with people to help them with their day-to-day struggles? And I was just like, and just not even something like, for money. Like, I always tell people, doing stuff without the money, like it's worthwhile. So
yeah, for sure.
I just wanted to connect. So I just randomly was like, okay, I'm gonna make the page Mind Over Matter. It was just like, it just came to me to my head. Because that's really what it is. Like,
yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, what we do day to day, our mind is our literal biggest enemy. So it's like biggest fan or worst enemy. So you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, whatever, how you think is how your day is going to go, how your life is going to go. So I'm like, mind over matter.
No, for sure. Bit fast. Come on now. They're the perfect candidate for Talks to Tay. Come on now, hitting it right on the head. It is a mind over matter, which gets into my next question for you is, how do you find that consistency? As we were just saying, life pull you in so many different areas, so many different ways. It turn you every way but loose. How are you able to keep going with yourself and to keep pouring into your craft? Because I gotta give credit due. Like, your girl, she put the and consistency. Like my girl really big C with it. Like she dropping the post, she's putting it out there. But of course, I know that's not the only thing that you do with your life. You have a lot of other things which you pour yourself into. How are you finding that balance to be able to be consistent with your craft and also maintain your life on a day-to-day?
Absolutely. So I would say, I'm not gonna lie, I'll be so transparent. I do have days where I don't want to post. I do have days where it's like I'm just like, dang, because Mondays are hard for everybody. And I chose Monday specifically for that reason. But I always think of things bigger than myself. Like, it's like, girl, this ain't about you. Like, you didn't make this page for you. You made it for people that you're trying to touch. So it's like you're doing them a disservice if you don't post today. So I
Yeah.
always think like somebody could have had a terrible Sunday, waking up Monday, something happened, and it's like, girl, they gonna see your video and it's gonna change their whole world around. So
Yeah.
I just think of the outcome of what I can do to help. I'll always think of everybody else, like for the motivation specifically for mind over matter and to post consistently. As far as everything else, girl, God, like that's it. Like that's it. Because like you said, we are constantly doing things, maintaining, moving, all types of stuff as an adult. And it's like managing, and it's like
Yeah.
how you get the energy. It's literally God. Like he literally helps me get through everything. And I will tell you, Tay, I don't have balance. I really don't. I'm still struggling with balance.
Yeah. And we
But
love transparency. We love the transparency
yeah,
here on Toxic Taste. Appreciate it always.
yeah, like it works. Like it's been working for me. So I think I just kind of have a schedule. I just kind of just put priorities first, and then it's like, I map it out. But most of the time I really do have no energy. Like I'll be tired. So it's really just God, honestly, and just scheduling and planning and mapping things out.
Yeah. I think that's a beautiful point you made, because I feel like, especially now with our generation, people just sleep on just how crucial having that relationship and that foundation with God can be, whether that's you trying to be a content curator or even if you work in, no matter what area of your life it is. Like, I just think that relationship with God becomes so important, because speaking from my personal perspective, that is a big driving force in me being able to even do like a Toxic Tay, show up for myself on a day-to-day, is really having that faith in God and just trusting that he truly do work all things out for our good. Because hitting on that point of balance, baby, when I say every day I'm learning, like it's like I be thinking I have balance, then something happens, something shifts, something changes, and it's like that balance completely thrown off. So like it's making me sit here and even reflect as we talking. Like I don't really know if life is even about truly finding balance, or just like being able to be so sound in your faith that you're just able to better handle and maintain things. Maybe balance is more of a faith-based thing than it is an actual like day-to-day routine. I don't know if you get what I'm going with that, but that's just
No, absolutely.
yeah, that's just like, as we sitting here talking, where I kind of been thinking, because it's not easy. It's not easy, growing and being yourself, and more so just finding yourself. I wouldn't even say being yourself, but better yet, finding yourself. Because of course, getting into something like mind over matter and being able to pull that, because that's you. Like you said, you put it out there for other people, but something in that is you, where you're speaking and growing from your own parts of yourself. And much like with Toxic Tay, I'm sharing a piece of me, and so it's like as we're growing and maintaining ourselves and finding our ways as content creators, I just think that, not even just content creators, people, let me not put us in a box, just as people,
Right.
like having that relationship with God is just so important, because we don't know what's going to happen. Like literally every single day I wake up and I'm like, yo, like, how am I about to do today? Like, what's going on today? So what would you say you find inspiration in? I know you say you kind of saw a video that kind of inspired you and pushed you into that. And of course you do it for the feeding of other people, but what inspires you truly behind everything that you do? Is it God? Is it you? Is it the message that you're giving?
I would say, like, of course, the momentum and the pushing factor is God, but I would say the inspiration definitely stems from just talking to my friends, talking to my mom, talking to just like people very close to me that are near and dear to my heart. Like I just hear their struggles. Like, we talk to our friends and we unload and unpack.
Yeah.
And like it just flicked me, like light switch flicked in my head, like all these people are experiencing these things. And it's like, what I'm saying, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a licensed therapist. I don't have my degree in therapy, psychology, but I'm just like, I realized I'm like, that could be something that could definitely help them. And once I did I got so much feedback, like literally, because people receive it because they need it. Because
Yeah.
I hear it so much. So I was like, I need to do something because I just felt like I had to do something. Like I had to. So
That's dope. It's always good when you're working from the heart. And I think it's really, I won't say it's imperative, but I think that it's real beautiful when you're able to lean on the external factors, whether it be the people around you, yourself, or even just God, being able to lean on those things and find that motivation. That's dope to be able to be inspired by those that you talk to, you spend time with on the day to day. Like, I think that's becoming one of my favorite things in life right now is, you're inspired to be an inspiration. And so it's like, I really am loving just how once you start to work on yourself, you get a little introspective and you start doing better, just how much everything that you start pouring yourself into reflects it back to you and how that can just inspire you along the way to do things, like get into your craft, find a little purpose with things in life. So would you say mind over matter is something that you see yourself going full time with? Like, yeah, if it pop and I just take off, like, yeah, that's the goal behind it. Or is it just like, nah, like I'm just doing this as like a little side hobby for myself, something kind of, I ain't gonna say pastime, but invest my time into?
I would say I would definitely go full time with it. I would definitely take it as far as it could go. Again, I don't have that expectation right now, but of course, if it goes that way, I would definitely agree to go full time with it and pour into it way like 100%.
I love that. I hope that it take off. We know it's gonna take off. It ain't even gotta be no hope in it. We know we give it by the end of this year, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be seeing Mind Over Matter all over every platform. Your fave gonna be reposting that Mind Over Matter. We already know because your girl saw stuff like that. But as we get ready to wrap up this episode, do you have anything that you'd like to leave with the people? I always try to give little words of encouragement at the end of every episode with a guest on, just some free game, free knowledge that somebody can take with them. They tune in, they listen in. What is something that you would like to give to them, if you have anything?
Absolutely. I would say we're all human. And I feel like we put ourselves way too high up on a pedestal. And I feel like we need to live in the moment. I feel like we as humans do not do that. And the social media aspect is a heavy factor because we are constantly comparing ourselves. And I'm saying this speaking from my own knowledge of myself.
Yeah.
So I feel like just keeping it short and simple, literally live in the moment, take day as they go, take the days as they go, and just show up. That's it. And it's literally simple, just like that. And do not put yourself in a category with other people that's not your calling. So it's like living your truth, living the moment, and stand with you and you only, and bet on yourself. It's just a whole lot.
We standing on business in 2023. I know we standing on business in 2023. We hold it down for ourselves.
That's all I got.
Nah, that was a dope gym. Somebody definitely need to hear that. I know I needed to hear that for sure, for sure. Getting back into our conversation, just about balance. Like being able to consistently stand 10 toes for yourself, with yourself. Like, if you don't stand for something, you go fall for everything. So that was real. Definitely was needed. But Bethany, thank you so much for coming on. This has been a dope episode. I love the conversation. I know this one definitely for the gang. I can't say, oh, this for the girls or this was for the fellas today. Like, nah, this definitely is for the gang. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that y'all tuned in, got something on it. Make sure that y'all tune in, head over to Bethany's page, get on Mind Over Matters. I definitely put the handles in the description box below. Y'all catch the tags on the Instagram page. But with that being said, we're going to wrap up today's episode. Thank y'all so much for tuning in for another episode of Toxic Tay with our lovely guest, Miss Bethany White, aka Miss Mind Over Matter. And it's your girl, of course, The Taylor Made. And we'll be tuned in next week for another episode of Toxic Tay.